fair ball to Jacob. What a play from Jacob! And that is destroyed! Tie game! 60. That's a shot! Zach Hall, what a play! Oh, a moonshot. Oh, he rolled it! What a catch! What a catch! Coming home. What a play! What a play! The double play from Jerry Langston. And that ball is out of here. Walk-off home run, Jake Oliver. He's advancing home. I don't know if I like it. Oh! No! He got him. Oh my God! He crossed the leg before he was there. In play, that's a fair ball to Jacob. What a play from Jacob! And that is destroyed! Tie game! 60. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes a great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. George Price heads out. Trey Cluxton right. Get out, ball later!
What a catch!
We're coming home. What a play! What a play! The double play from Jimmy Langston. And that ball is out of here. Walk-off home run, Jake Oliver. Amazing home. I don't know if I like it. Oh, no! He got him. He dropped the play before he was there.
Steps on second, throws over the first. He actually did it! No, that's a rock up!
In play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Oh, Philip goes to Rockets. Walked off the season.
Cross, get out, ball later.
And that ball is out of here. Walk-off home run, Jake Oliver. That ball's getting played. Goes back, keeper can. Nakatomi's playhouse makes the grab. He's running third. He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. Push it over to first. I don't know if I like it. Oh, as that ball is absolutely tattooed. And what a roll! What a roll from Keaton again.
Now we'll do it the Nighthawks are the 2023 AWA champions.
Flare it up. What a play for Peter McNeil.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to AWA regular season action, the last week of the year. Week 10, we have 2 games left. Tonight we have the Atlantic Aces sitting at first place. They've already clinched that first place. And the second to last place, Western Wolfpack, is an interesting situation for the Wolfpack, because if they do get the sweep today, they will be in contention for getting out of that wild card game, a game that they found themselves in 3 straight years. I'm Jack Blahouse up here by myself with all my friends. With that, let's get right into the starting lineups.
Alex Harden, Western Washington University.
Thomas Playhouse, Shore Elementary.
Jace Pratt, Jackson High School.
Zach Inouye, University of Washington.
Ian Michael, Edmonds Woodway High School.
Chad Curtis, Balso Hard University.
So for the Wolfpack, they actually are without the first and second overall picks here in tonight's game. Ian Michael and Zach Inouye, who've been huge for them over the last stretch. And it's going to be even tougher against this Atlantic Aces team. Let's take a look at their starting lineup.
Aaron Schofield, Washington State University.
Moses Valadez, go Wave.
Morgan Granich, Northwest Guatemalan High School.
Dylan Carroll, Little Man, Big Dreams.
Jack Scholl, Maplewood Elementary.
Kanoa Jandok, University of Washington.
So looking at the Atlantic Aces, they are with 3 players tonight. A little bit undermanned, unfortunately, but Kanoa Jandok is coming back after a bit of time in the AAA affiliate roster. Morgan Granich is out with an injury. Aaron Schofield will be here, but he's nursing an ankle injury. And no Dylan Carroll due to the suspension. So we're going to send it over to Robert, who's got Jace Pratt. Robert, take it away.
All right, Jace, talk about the challenge here. Players not participating, new guys coming in for the last game of the season, and still battling for a playoff spot.
You know, we know we're still in it, fighting to get out of the wild card here. But even if we are there, you know, it's extra practice. Aces already got the 1 seed locked up, but we got something to battle for, so we're here to play today.
What are the keys for you, game 1?
Gonna have to fill it up, especially if they got 3 guys. You know, Kanoa's coming back after a while. Expect them to try and put a few out today, go after them early.
All right, good luck out there.
I appreciate it.
Back to booth, guys.
Thank you, Robert. And yeah, the story here today for the Aces, they already have the 1 seed, not playing for much, maybe just trying to bump some stats. The MVP frontrunner, Moses Valdez, is here, so maybe he's just trying to lock that in. It's a very close race. But with that, let's actually take a look at the weather.
Good evening, Wiffle Ball fans. This is Joe Acord from the AWA Weather Center. As for tonight in the Pacific Northwest, looks like about 30% chance of rain as we have a lot of moisture coming in from the Pacific once again. And as you can see from the radar a little bit ago, rain is starting to move its way out of the area, but we expect some isolated rain showers tonight with the heaviest stuff coming in much later. Everybody have a great night. Remember, dingers or nothing.
Appreciate it there, Joe the weatherman, and we're going to be close to starting here shortly. The Wolfpack are the home team, so they got that going for them. It's going to be a completely different series if the Wolfpack don't win this game number 1, because that's the only thing they're playing for. If they get a sweep, that's going to be a very interesting calculation, as 4 teams currently at 14 and 16. Or I'm sorry, if they were to get to a sweep, they would be at 14 and 16. That'd be the Wolfpack, the Central Cyclones, the Metropolitan Mojo, and the Eastern Enforcers. The Stingers, who are playing on Wednesday, if they get somehow swept by the lowest placed team, the Northern Nighthawks, they would also be at 14 and 16. So that would be 5 teams at 14 and 16. We have to look at some serious tiebreakers. But this Aces team has not lost since June 4th. They got the odds stacked against them here today with only 3 players. But we'll see what they can do. So here we go, getting ready to start game number 1. Aaron Schofield will step in. Aaron Schofield was the early Silver Slugger leaderboard. Still having a very productive season. 413 average, 13 home runs, 43 RBIs. Looks like a lock for that third base, second base, first team selection. But this whole Aces lineup just full of power this year. And at least the good thing for this Aces team, they're going to have a lot of at-bats for their 2-star players in the form of Aaron Schofield and Moses Valadez. Here we go. First pitch of Game 1, Week 10, final week of the AWA regular season for both of these teams begins now. Aaron Schofield will start off with the ball. Jace Pratt on the mound. Really has come alive late in the season this year. He said he's marked his calendar for this one for a while, facing some of his baseball buddies on this Aces team. Nasty knuckleball right there at 46, freezes him 1-2. Almost hits 2-2. And Jace Pratt has gotten his ERA below 4 for the first time in his young career. So that's a full count now. Knuckle misses inside, and Aaron Schofield will get on via the walk. But looking at Jace Pratt, he's down to a 3.34 average, and now facing Moses Valadez, who's been very productive this year, both pitching and hitting. As that ball's in play to Thomas Bleaus, he'll go over step on third, and Aaron Schofield runs all the way over to third base, and you can see he's nursing kind of an ankle injury, so not sure if that was the move right there for him to be that aggressive on the base path. But he's in there. Kanoa Jandok will now step in. First at bat in quite some time. And that average, unfortunately, reflects kind of the missed games. It's a game where you have to be in there every week to kind of get back into the swing of things. That ball's a nasty pitch right there. This Aces team has played with 3 about 3 weeks ago when they faced the Nighthawks, and they swept the Nighthawks there too. That's a nice pitch right there. 1-2. Nasty pitch right there from Jace Pratt for his first strikeout of the day. That'll be 2 outs now for the Wolfpack. And if somehow Jace Pratt can limit this offense that's just been out of control over this year, I mean, this team has not lost a game since June 4th. This is the, and at a year ago, that's kind of what got to him. It's just been the injuries. As that ball is popped up to Alex Harden, and that will end the inning. We're going to get out of the top of the first. Jace Pratt does. We head to the bottom of the first inning, 0-0. So Alex Harden will lead it off here for the Western Wolfpack. So here we go. Alex Harden steps in. Had a bit of a slow start to the year offensively, but the last few weeks when this Wolfpack team's been on a winning streak, he has been very good for this Wolfpack team. Big miss in the lineup. That's a strike right down the middle at 59. Are going to be those 2 picks from this year. Ian Michael and Zach Inouye. As that ball's hit over to Alex, and he can't make the play, unfortunately. The ball was just a little bit offline. No runner will be advanced as it hit the brick wall. So Anthony Kodama will step in. He played on this team a year ago. He's called back up to the active roster after both the first and second round pick are out. And that ball is popped up and playable. Aaron Schofield will make the play, so 1 quick out there. And Alex Harden doesn't think about tagging up there. Just kind of looked over at Aaron there. Thomas Blehouse steps in. Kind of had some limited at-bats, but very solid. 373 average, 6 home runs, 17 RBIs. Two and 0 count here. That ball is going back, and that's out of here. Thomas Blehouse, 2-run shot. And this Wolfpack team gets ahead early in this game, fighting to get out of the wild card spot. And, you know, it's just one of those situations where the Aces really have nothing to play for. They already have that 1 seed. The Wolfpack have everything to play for. Wild card game will be next Monday, a week from today. All we know is the Nighthawks are for sure in there. And then depending on what this Wolfpack team does here, it's going to be a lot of that ball is going back into the gap, and that's out of here. Jace Pratt, a wall scraper. Back-to-back home runs, and it's unfortunate there for Moses. His ball barely got out. And I was saying mid-at-bat there, Jace, you forgot to remind me, he wanted to change his walk-up song, but I don't think he wants to now. And just like that, we've actually seen this before. When Moses Valdez gets scuffed up a little bit. First innings, it's happened a few times. He takes himself out of the game. So already 3-0 here for the Western Wolfpack. And now a little fun fact here for Aaron Schofield. He is the career leader in ERA. Worst all-time career ERA. Yeah, there it is, 16.85. So hopefully he'll be able to fix that here. And maybe the idea here for Moses Valdez and the Aces is, hey, we're down 3-0. Jace is pitching well. Let's just save me for 5 more innings if this game's already going to get out of control. I mean, Aaron's going to have to pitch one game regardless. Just needs 1 out to get out of the inning, and that's a first pitch strike to Chad Curtis. 0-2. Hard hit ball, but foul, remains 0-2. And Aaron Schofield definitely throws a lot of strikes. That ball's in play and caught for the out. And that'll be the second out of the inning. So a nice job right there to get the second out of the inning. Alex Harden steps right back in. Had a single in his first at-bat. As hard as it is already for this Aces team, only having 2 fielders, they've got a pitcher in the form of Aaron Schofield, who has not pitched yet this year. Just usually not a great recipe for success. So that ball is in play to Moses Valdez. He'll make the throw. Kind of an identical play right there for Alex Harden. He's on with a single. It wasn't an easy play. Especially in this wet grass, the ball is not moving as quickly as it usually is, so it takes a while to get to the fielders. Now Anthony Kadama will step in as that ball's in play to Kanoa, and he'll tag Alex Harden, so they'll get out of the inning. But the Wolfpack get 3 on the board, a 2-run shot from Thomas Playhouse, and a solo from Jace Pratt as we head into the top of the second. And after that inning, Aaron Schofield came over, asked me what his ERA was. He's down to a career 15, so just like that, he is trying to put those rumors as having the worst career ERA to bed. They're going to need him here if they want any success against the Wolfpack. But Jace Pratt, who's been one of the hottest pitchers in the league, is in there. His ERA is down to 3.12 after that first inning. Strike 1. Nasty pitch right there, 0-2, and this is the most motivated Jace Pratt has been facing a team, as that is a nasty pitch right there on 3 pitches. He gets him looking. Nasty knuckleball. Kanoa Jandok is in. Struck out in his first plate appearance. And that's really been the only thing missing for the Wolfpack. Well, a lot of things went wrong last year, but the key piece is having a true bona fide ace. And over these last 3 weeks, Jace Pratt has been that. My early prediction for most improved player would be Jace Pratt, and so far he's looked the part. 2-0 count now to Kanoa. Three 3-0. Jace Pratt having a little difficulty finding the zone here. That'll be 4 straight balls to begin the inning. So Kanoa's on via the walk, and now Aaron Schofield will step right back in. He's walked and flew out in 2 at-bats so far. Jace Pratt, or the Aces, are still looking for their first hit of the day. It's been the best offense all year in the league. 3 players on the team have double-digit home runs, and Moses is right behind them at 9. Aaron Schofield steps in, fouls it back. That ball is just foul, and he got a hold of that one, that slow knuckleball. Left a little bit too much in the plate. Was able to get Aaron to swing a little early there, 1-2. That's a nasty pitch right there, and it looks like it's going to stay fair, and it does. So a hobbled Aaron Schofield will get to first on the swinging bunt right there. And that'll advance Kanoa up to second base. As these Aces players start seeing more of Jace Pratt as the innings go on, they're definitely one of the teams that can kind of catch on to him. Moses Valdez will step in, ground out and a strikeout up to this point. Quick 2-0 count. Nice looking knuckleball, but leaves it inside 3-0. Be another 4-pitch walk, so the bases are loaded for Kanoa Jandok. They'll have to go to the ghost runner approach. Something we don't see too often here in the AWA, but it's Ace's team who's played with 3 people 2 times this year. But the rule is if you're trying to go over to second base, you just got to beat the runner to first. That's how you gauge the ghost runner's speed. Fortunately, it's not a super fast ghost runner. Jace Pratt will start off Kanoa with a strike right down the middle, 0-1. That ball is popped up to Alex Harden, who will hold Moses Valdez. So nice job right there to get the second out. And now Aaron Schofield will get another chance. He's 1 for 2. Had that bloop single and at bat to go. Now his team needs him right here. Tying run over at first. Go ahead run at the plate. God, that is a nasty pitch right there. Strike 1. Nasty pitch again, 0-2. Caught him on, oh, never mind. 65, that ball came out hot, so we'll look back at 0-2. Caught him, strike 3. And Jace Pratt stares him down right there to get him out of a bases loaded jam. We head to the bottom of the second, 3-0. So here we go. Bottom half of the second, Thomas Blehaus steps in, looks at a ball. Had that 2-run shot to break open the game. And Thomas Blehaus is one of those batters that if he's hot, he is up there amongst the best hitters, if not the best hitter in the league. Only player in the league to ever reach the 33 home run mark, as that ball was destroyed foul. Not sure how he made contact with that. And Thomas a little shaken up after that. What'd you do? This Wolfpack team apparently doesn't believe in stretching. So hopefully on that swing, Thomas didn't injure himself too much. And that ball's in play, and he won't run it out. That'll be the first out of the inning. So we'll have to see what happens to Thomas there. But now Jace Pratt steps in. Had the solo home run. A wall scraper, but it counted just the same. There's a little rivalry here between Jace Pratt and the Aces. The most motivated Jace has been in a series in a while. Two and one. 3-1, and Aaron Schofield pregame was saying, he threw 110 pitches yesterday, baseball in a baseball game. And he usually doesn't pitch, but unfortunately he's forced into action without Morgan Granich or Dylan Carroll here. And he spiked a few there. That'll be a walk for Jace Pratt. Chad Curtis will step in. Looks at a ball. Chad flew out in his first at-bat. That ball is popped up and just inside the foul pole line. If that was a foot over, it would have been a home run, but that is a tough break there for the Aces. Thought it was a pop-up. So now Alex Harden will step in again. He's 2 for 2 with kind of identical singles. Ball's hit to the shortstop, which in the MLB usually isn't a hit, but in the AWA it's a very tough play to make, especially in the rain. 2-0. And that's just unfortunate for the Aces, who need every out they can. That ball is popped up, and Aaron Schofield almost makes the play. He's hobbled, but he was still hustling over there. We're seeing some injury-prone players out on the field in full display today. First Thomas Playhouse messes up his hip flexor on a swing. Aaron Schofield's ankles, I think it's his left ankle, is a little fat right now. Not sure, maybe he twisted it pre-game. 3-1. So he'll walk, the bases loaded. Anthony Kodama steps in. First action in over a year here for Anthony Kodama. The good news for Aaron Schofield and the Aces is they can go home now, as that ball is knocked down and he loses the handle on it. And the water slipped right there. Would have been a for sure fire out there. Not very characteristic of Aaron Schofield, a Gold Glove caliber player. So now we got injury-prone player versus injury-prone player. We'll see who wins the battle of the hurt people. Ball one. 1-1. He'll foul it off. 1-2 count. A little bit of deception there from Aaron Schofield as we reload on balls. 2-2. Looking at Thomas Blahouse's career numbers, he leads all time in home runs in the regular season. He's had 79. Thomas, you need one more to get to 80. Yeah. Full count now to Thomas Blahous. He'll fight it off. Thomas definitely wants to swing here. And he does. Never mind. 61. And Aaron Schofield's just unfortunately not catching any breaks here. That ball is a riser, almost makes the play. He'll throw over and everyone's safe. Alex Harden scores as well. So that's a little bit of a tough play there for Moses Valdez. And the only difference between this Aces team's really just gotten the majority of breaks going their way all season, and this game, unfortunately just a few plays here in the bottom of the second. As that ball is hit well, might not have enough, and it lands. Would have been an easy play, but he'll get the out at second. So ultimately doesn't come back to cost him there. And, usually that play is an easy out if you got, especially Morgan Granich out there, who's usually standing right by that AWA Wiffle Ball sign. Would have gone right to him. But now 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Chad Curtis steps in and he'll swing at that one right there, 1-1. Two and 1 count here to Chad Curtis. Three and 1. Alex Harden will be waiting on deck if Chad Curtis can get on. Does not go, and he will walk there. So bases loaded for team captain Alex Harden, who's not been able to get out for this Aces team. They've scored 3 runs here in the bottom half of the second. Reminder that 6-run cap in effect in innings 1 and 2. So a home run here, grand slam, would effectively end the inning and force the mercy rule, as a 10-run lead after 2 innings ends the game. Swinging there, 1 and 2. Alex Harden calls for time there. Ball just misses outside, 2 and 2. Full count to Alex Harden. 2 outs here. As Aaron Schofield's going over to tag Anthony, but with 5 balls on the field, you don't really know which one's the live ball, so able to get back safely. As that ball's in play to Moses Valdez, and he'll get the out, so they get out of the inning. We head to the top of the third. Wolfpack trying to close out game 1, lead it 6-0. Moses Valdez will lead it off for this Aces team. See Kanoa Jandok getting some pitches in the bullpen, so maybe they're thinking about going to him in game number 2. Looking at Moses Valdez's stats here, he's hitting .389 with 9 home runs, 39 RBIs. He's got a 3.31 ERA pitching. He'll lay off a first pitch ball from Jace Pratt. Nice hack right there. Even better pitch, 1-1. Nasty knuckleball right there. 1 and 2. And Jace Pratt's knuckleball has been on here. Goes right back to it. Unfortunately misses inside. 2 and 2. Jace has said in the offseason he's been putting in some work on the mound as his ERA is down to 2.94. He's never been below 3, which most pitchers in the league never see a ERA below 3. And Moses Valdez will walk after the full count. Kanoa Jandok will come in after being in the bullpen. Kanoa's 0 for 2 in his first game back in quite a while for being sent down to AAA. That ball was moving all kinds of crazy right there from Jace Pratt, but unfortunately went a little outside. So the 1-0 count after the reload on balls. Starts him off right there, evens the count, 1 and 1. Here to Kanoa Jandok. Slider comes all the way inside, hits him there, 2 and 1. It definitely makes things interesting if the Wolfpack can pull off a Game 1 victory, keeps their hopes alive. So he goes right back to the knuckleball, 3 and 1. That ball's in play to Jace Pratt. He thinks about going 2, goes to 1, gets the out. But Moses Valdez runs all the way over to third. Anthony Kodama keeps heading over to second. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Nice base running there for Moses Valdez. This Aces team has not lost a game since June 4th, and they're always best in the third and final inning. They just do not give up. Aaron Schofield just hits it foul into the bushes. 0-1 count. Aaron Schofield thinking he could maybe get on over to first off that, but everyone saw the foul there. 0-1 count to Aaron Schofield. 1 for 3 on the day. That ball's in play past the pitcher. Alex Harden coming up to it, and that'll be an RBI single there for Aaron Schofield. So this Aces team will not be shut out. And usually that ball's coming to the second baseman at a much faster pace, but with the wet grass, didn't have a chance. As that ball's going back, and Anthony Kodama makes an impressive play. Thomas Playhouse almost gets the double play. Tried to slap it over there, but a very nice play there from Anthony Kodama. I couldn't even see him over there, hiding behind that tree. Aaron Schofield will hold up. So now 2 outs for Kanoa Jandok. Last hope here for the Atlantic Aces in game number 1. Kanoa 0 for 3 here in game number 1. He's walked once, flew a fly out, ground out, and a K. So he's got out all the ways you technically can get out here in the AWA. 2-0 count. Swinging there, 2-1. Ball sails a bit high, 3-1 count. So he reloads on balls here. Aaron Schofield, normally a fast runner on the bases, but he's a little hobbled with his right ankle, so we'll see how aggressive he is on the base path if Kanoa can get this into play here. Just outside, and Kanoa Jandok will walk, so 2 on now. And Aaron Schofield, who's walking on over to second, will come in to hit. It's only a 5-run game. The Aces are running out of outs to get this comeback and send this game to the bottom of the third. The Wolfpack are the home team today. But Jace Pratt, I'm trying to get out of this inning here. Nasty pitch right there, 0-1. Oh, 2 on a 59-mile-per-hour pitch towards the top of the zone. Jace Pratt against his somewhat rival right here, Aaron Schofield, really wants to get this right here. Knuckle got him, strike 3, and that'll end the game. The Wolfpack take game 1 in a crucial 3-game series. The Aces lose for the first time in over 2 months. Actually, almost 3 months at this point, towards late August. Last time they lost was June 4th. So we'll get ready to start game 2 here shortly. So we're going to send it on over to Robert, who's got Thomas Bleos, who hit that 2-run home run. Robert, take it away.
All right, Thomas, what happened on that pitch? Are you feeling injured a little bit?
I got a little zinger in my hip flexor, but it's still there, but it's starting to like simmer down a little bit, so I think I'll be okay.
Can you explain the anatomy of hip flexor right now?
No, but I can tell you where it is. It's like right here. I think it connects like your torso to your quadricep.
Okay. Yeah. We got a good sports medicine analysis there. What do you expect for game 2 and 3? Good win there, beating the Aces, who haven't lost in so long.
I think we'll win game 3. Game 2 is going to be dicey because I'm pitching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck out
so
there.
We need to score a lot.
All right, back into the booth, guys.
Boys on the Boat.
Field of Dreams.
Step Brothers.
Interstellar.
Oh, yeah, Ponyo. Remember the Titans.
Basketball.
Probably most recently Oppenheimer.
Inception.
Prisoners.
Sandlot.
The Rookie.
Yeah, we watched the Inside Killer, or the Inside the Killer Mind of Aaron Hernandez, or whatever that is.
Neighbors.
Interstellar.
Ratatouille.
Blazing Saddles.
Right now it's Hacksaw Ridge. Star Wars, Revenge of the Fallen, I think. Or Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Fallen?
Revenge
What
of the
movie is
Sith.
that?
Hufflepuff. Probably Slytherin, I'm badass.
Probably like Ravenclaw, I think.
Expelled.
Gryffindor.
Slytherin.
Hufflepuff.
I don't know, I'm probably a lame Gryffindor, but...
Hufflepuff. Oh, probably Ravenclaw.
Thomas Playhouse does have the hitting repertoire to his name, but for some reason, pitching's always just been a little difficult for some players. 3-1 count here to Alex Harden. Gets a slider right down the middle, full count. That'll be a walk for Alex Harden, and this Wolfpack team, seeing Kanoa pitch for the first time, definitely going to take some more pitches, which is typical when you're so Anthony Kodama will step in. Ball one. Throws behind him, and lefty on lefty matchup always kind of messes with the pitcher as that slider misses outside. 3-0. That'll be a 4-pitch walk to Anthony Kodama. So back-to-back walks. Thomas Playhouse will now come in from the bullpen. He's been working on some pitches. See if he can get himself and the Wolfpack an early lead to work with. By all accounts, this most likely will be a high-scoring game based on the amount of innings pitched. Thomas Playhouse steps in. Takes the ball inside. It's interesting that the Aces didn't go right back to Aaron Schofield or Moses Valadez. Both pitchers did pretty well. I mean, Moses had a tough first inning as that hits him right there. Bases are loaded after 3 straight walks. Both of those pitchers, Aaron Schofield and Moses Valadez, have some innings they can use for eligibility. Moses only burned 1 out in game number 1, so he's got 5 2/3 worth of eligibility remaining. Ball 1 to Jace Pratt.
2-0.
Thinks about it. 3-0. Nice swing right there. 3-1 count. I was about to say we might have to enact the 1 swing per at bat rule. Usually something we do when pitcher's getting his first inning of work. That'll be low, so it'll walk in a run, and the Wolfpack will go to a 1-0 lead. So Chad Curtis will step in. Ball 1. Hits him there on the shoulder. That ball is going back, and Chad Curtis hits a grand slam to break this game open early. That ball was knuckling off the bat. 5-0 now. And the Aces still have not been able to register an out. One more run would effectively end this inning. Alex Harden will step right back in. Walked in his first plate appearance. Ball 1. 2-0. And if they're able to get this victory here in game number 2, playoff seeding gets very interesting. But a lot can happen in 2 games. 5-run lead is never safe in the AWA. 3-0. That ball's in play to Aaron Schofield. He'll throw over to first and get the out. So nice play right there for the first out of the inning. Aaron Schofield playing some excellent defense per usual. He threw it before Moses Valdo was even over to first base. He's shading pretty far over to the left with not having a second baseman. That ball's hit hard from Anthony Kodama. Moses Valdez tries to go to first before he has the ball, and he's in there. Scored an error there on Moses Valdez. Now Thomas Blas will step right back in, walked in his first plate appearance. Hit his 7th home run of the year. He swings at one right there. Trying to get to career regular season home run 80, something no player in the AWA has ever gotten to that mark. Three and one. Ball sails a bit high, and Thomas Blaus will walk again. So Jace Pratt will now step in. Jace Pratt, like many members on this Wolfpack team, walked in their prior at-bat. There's been one hit today, and it's been a grand slam from Chad Curtis, who's waiting on deck. Kanoa Jandok is having some difficulty finding the zone. Definitely something you'd expect for your first appearance. It's his first time playing in a little over a month and a half. Tough spot to be thrown into is Jace Pratt honoring the swing at least once per at-bat. It won't matter, he'll walk. Chad Curtis will step in. He has a chance to hit a grand slam again. It's never been done before, 2 grand slams in 1 inning. Chad Curtis has a chance to do it here. See if Kanoa gives him anything to hit here. Bit high, ball 1. That ball was destroyed, but foul out of play, 1-1. Made contact with the pitch. Very much inside. That ball is just fouled back. A little late. 2-2. Yeah, so Chad thought he struck out there, but a foul ball into the zone is not a catcher catching it. Remains alive, 2-2. Outside, full count. Chad will let that one go, so that'll end the inning there. 6-0 to begin the top half of the first. We head to the bottom of the second. Aces have some work to do. So here we are, getting ready to start the bottom half of the first. Aaron Schofield will lead it off. It's always going to be an interesting game when Thomas Blaus is on the mound. I think they're going to try and save Jace Pratt for that Game 3 if they can get there. I think they just kind of sized up Kanoa Jandok pitching for the first time in a while. So that ball's in play over to Anthony Kodama, and he can't make the play, unfortunately. These slow ball moving conditions. If you don't field it cleanly, you're not going to have enough time to get speedy players like Aaron Schofield. Moses Valdez will step in. That's a nasty pitch, but speed check right there. Bit high, ball one. Spikes it there, 2-0. Three and 0. Thomas Blaus already running into some command issues here early, which he has had in the past. That'll be a 4-pitch walk to Moses Valdez. Thomas Blaus, he's not going to want to hear it, but his career ERA is at 8.13. Here in 2024, he's got a 7.71. So they're going to want to So the Wolfpack are going to need to get at least another 2 or 3 runs if they want to get under Thomas's career ERA. Nice pitch right there from Thomas Blehaus, 1-1. Thomas is one of those players that, you know, if he can start to find the zone, he's got the movement. Maybe a little bit of a Jace Pratt situation where Jace in his first inning, or for our first season, had some command issues, and now he's out here, ace of the Wolfpack here in year 2. Biggest strides we see is in the year 2 in the league. Little late right there. Full count. Got him, strike 3, and Thomas Blehaus gets his first out of the game. He's going to save that ball. It's not every day he gets a strikeout, and just like that, his 2024 numbers have gone down to 6.75. Definitely something good to see. Aaron Schofield will step in again. He had a single in his last at-bat. That ball just missed low, 1-0. See the velo picking up a little bit on Thomas Blehaus. Thought about it, but didn't go, 2-0. Almost swung there, but it hit him. 3-0. Low. Ball forward, Aaron Schofield. So the bases are loaded now for Thomas Blehaus. Aaron Schofield will step in. We put a GoPro in the shot. But a grand slam would bring this Aces team right back into it. So only one out here. As that ball is going back, and that is off the wall. So 1 run's coming in, 2 are coming in. So a big hit right there. So a 2-run single right there. The Ghost Runner, you know, per usual, very slow. Only got the second on that. So 1 out now, still. Now Kanoa Jandok will step in. So that ball is fouled or into play. He can make the play. Anthony Kodama's making a throw, and he got him. He had a crazy angle right there, and he was able to throw it around the tree for the second out. So now Aaron Schofield's right back up with 2 outs, and Thomas Blehouse throwing some heat right there, upper inside. Still a legal pitch. 2-0. That ball at 63, 3-0 count. Does have a bag to work with. Inside, and Aaron Schofield will get on via the walk. So bases loaded again for Moses Valdez, who's able to get in 2 runs, bringing his total up to 41 RBIs on the season. Not many batters are in the 40 RBI mark. One batter at 60, that's Mark Campanero, and one batter at 50, that is Zane Phillips. Another bases loaded situation here. That ball is a bit high. Ball 1. Ball sails a bit high. 2-0 count here to Moses Valdez. Inside, 3-0. And it's interesting, Alex Harden did not decide to go with pitching himself. So that's a 4-pitch walk, and another run will score. So 6-3 now. Mound visit here for Thomas Blehouse. Just need to get an out to get out of this inning. Kanoa Chandok will step in again. He's got a fielder's choice and a strikeout here in game number 2. And the wheels are falling off on Thomas Blehouse. And there's a strike right there. Answers back, 1-1. And with Thomas Blehouse's extension, he's throwing strikes. It's tough to catch up to those pitches, especially when they're towards the top of the speed limit. Nice pitch right there, top of the zone, 2-2. Ball sails, full count. He calls time. Bases loaded, bottom of the first, 2 outs. No pitch. 62 on the gun. That ball did look a little quick, and right when he threw it, everyone was calling it out. So we'll look back to the full count again. So Jandok will get new life here. Caught him, 61, and he's got a 3rd life now. And he'll spike that one. He threw it 63, didn't matter regardless. And another run will come in, 4-6 now. And Aaron Schofield has a chance to give this Aces team the lead. First time they'd have a lead all day. And despite already securing the 1 seed, this Aces team does not go down easy. trying to get to 20 wins. No team has been able to get to 20 wins. That's a hard hit ball. Foul. 2-1 count. Aaron Schofield has to hit the Aaron Schofield tree at least once per at bat. Just low. 3-1. That ball is high, and another run will come in. 6-5 now the score. And so Thomas Bleaus will opt to do an intentional walk on Moses and end the inning there. So 6-6 is the score after one. And we will head to the top of the second. Scores all tied up. So here we are getting ready to start the top half of the second. Alex Harden will step in. We got a new game here, 6-6. And Moses Valadez will come in after tying the game. He can pitch the rest of these next few games. Two and one count. Inside, 3-1. And Alex Harden is on via the walk here to start the top of the second. Anthony Kodama will step in. That ball is going back. Aaron Schofield makes the play! What a play. Aaron Schofield takes away a home run, had to dodge the trees and everything. And that is a play of the year candidate right there for the first out. So just like that, Thomas Bleaus is up. And we're looking for him. Thomas Bleaus has walked twice. Looks at a strike right there, 0-1. He'll throw that ball out of here. Strike again, 0-2. Got him on 3 pitches. Strike 3, and Thomas will run back into the house. So 2 outs now here in the top of the second. Wolfpack went up 6-0, and unfortunately Thomas Blayhouse could not answer on the mound, and the Aces got 6 more. Jace Pratt looks at ball 1. That ball is in play. Definitely a tough play to make for Moses Valdez. He'll throw over, and he'll make the play after a little bit of a bobble. He did have control, and that'll end the top half of the second. We head to the bottom of the second. 6-6 remains the score. So Jace Pratt will come into the game after this game is a lot closer as the Wolfpack anticipated. It's a tie game at 6 apiece. Aces brought their ace back in, pun not intended. Moses Valdez came in and pitched an absolutely fantastic top half of the second. No runs came across. So the Wolfpack will match that by throwing in their own ace to combat that. Every game right here for the Wolfpack is a must-win if they want to get out of that wild card game. Still might not be enough, but it'll just depend on the matchups between all of the seeded teams. So here's Kanoa Jandok. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout, a fielder's choice, and a walk. Jace Pratt starts him off with a ball. 1-0. Knuckle misses outside, 2-0. That ball is hit hard off the middle tree, and Kanoa's on with a solid single right there. Aaron Schofield now step in. He's got a single and 3 walks here in game number 2. Nasty knuckle right there has got Aaron Schofield reaching for it, 0-1. And Jace Pratt maybe has a little real estate occupied in Aaron Schofield's head. As that ball almost was fair, everyone turned their heads. And if that ball rolled the other way, it landed in fair territory. 0-2. Hits him there. 1-2 count. Nasty pitch right there, and Jace Pratt has had Aaron Schofield's number. Moses Valdez will now step in. Had that single to get the scoring started for the Aces. 2 RBI single. Does not go, ball 1. Moses Valdez, one of the players you definitely got to be careful. As that ball's going back, Alex Harden can't make the play. Would have been a surefire double play. And it just out of reach for Alex Harden. And both runners will advance. So that almost was a great break for the Wolfpack. Unfortunately, it swings in the Aces' favor. And now Kanoa Jandok steps right back in. Nasty pitch right there. Brushes him off the plate. 0-1. One and one. Nice slider right there. Fouls it off. 1-2. Aaron Schofield kind of chatting to Jace Pratt. That ball's in play to Alex Harden. He'll throw over to first, get the out. Chad's coming home. And we're going to have to look at the replay. That was very close. That was very close. Calling the field is out. But definitely, as we're figuring out the replay right here, but basically the rule right there is where the ball crosses the plate is where it is. It did hit the backstop. So we waiting on the replay here. So here is the play. We'll see where that ball was. So the throw, and it looked like it got him by a step. So call confirmed, a double play to end the inning. And Chad Curtis will lead it off here in the top half of the third for the Wolfpack. So a huge play right there. Save the go-ahead run right there. Wolfpack's dream of getting out of the wild card is still alive. Just low. 1-0. Chad Curtis swinging at a pitch outside of the zone. 1-1. Chad has a grand slam in this game. Started the scoring out for the Wolfpack. Got him to an early 4-0 lead. Inside, 3-1. No pitch, remains 3-1. And the top half of the. And Chad Curtis is on via the walk, so the go-ahead run sitting at first base. Alex Harden will come in. Big spot here for the Wolfpack captain. Here in the top of the third with no outs. Slider misses outside, 1-0. Perfect pitch right there from Moses Valdez right at 60. Well, appeal did not go. 2-1. Just a bit high, 3-1. Right down the middle, makes it full count to Alex Harden. No. Alex Harden steps out. That ball is going back, and Alex Harden has hit a 2-run home run to give the Wolfpack an 8-6 lead. Clutch hitting there from the captain, as he has tied Thomas Bleaus at 7 home runs. here in the top of the 3rd inning with no outs. Keeps this Wolfpack dream alive. Anthony Kodama will step in. First pitch strike there from Moses Valadez, 0-1. Does go there, 0-2. Got him swinging. Oh, no pitch right there. Ball's high. That ball is just foul. Aaron Schofield's hustling over there with a bum ankle. Don't know what the thought process there is, but looked out of reach, but remains 1-2. That ball is in play to Aaron Schofield, and he can't come up with it. Tough play to make. And if the moment you can't come up with it cleanly, so it's about the amount of time you have before the runner gets over to first. So Anthony Kodama's on with a single. Now Thomas Playhouse will step in. First pitch swinging 0-1. That ball is in play right over to Aaron Schofield. Pick it up, throw over to first. And we're going to have to look at the replay there. That was too close to tell. Thank goodness we have instant replay. So I'm getting some heat up here. And the call in the field is out. Thomas Playhouse does not like the call, but it went to the booth. It's a nice play there from Aaron Schofield. It will advance the runner. Now Jace Pratt will step in. He had a home run in game number 1. Nasty pitch right there inside of the zone, 0-1. That ball is a slow roller and it'll remain foul, 0-2. Ball sails a bit outside, 1-2 count. Nice job there from Jace Pratt to spoil a 60-mile-per-hour slider right there. Moses Valdez is one of the most crazy deliveries in the league. He releases almost 3-4 feet to the left side of that plate. Just outside 2-2. Fouls it off. Nice at-bat here being put together by Jace Pratt. That ball is going back, and it's out of here. Jace Pratt, have yourself a game. Consecutive 2-run shots from this Wolfpack team to give them a 4-run lead, and Jace Pratt has taken his time on the bases. He's earned it. Jace Pratt's got his average all the way up to 280. He's got 4 home runs on the year now. That was his 10th career home run, 2nd year in the league. Now the other man who has a home run in this game, Chad Curtis, had a grand slam in inning 1. Strike 1. Nasty pitch right there, but it's too fast on the gun, 0-1. 1-1. That ball is going back, and Chad Curtis has hit another home run. A solo shot. And this Wolfpack offense is coming alive here. Chad Curtis's 4th home run on the year, and his average is over 280 as well. So the back half of this order starting to figure it out. Moses Valdez has pulled himself, and they're going to Aaron Schofield now, trying to close out this game. Throwing some pitches in here, and (11-6) is the score here now in the top of the 3rd. This Wolfpack team still holding on, trying to get the series sweep to get them out of this wild card game against the Nighthawks. Alex Harden will lead it off. Aaron Schofield came in last game and did pretty solid. Got his career ERA down to 14.14, now a 5.4 ERA in the regular season. Just trying to get 2 more outs so they can get back to hitting, trying to come back from a 11-6 deficit here in game 2. Ball 1. That ball's in play to Moses Valdez, knocks it down, throws over to first, and it's not in time. Unfortunately, the slow rolling grass, if it bounces once or twice, completely stops the speed of the ball. Anthony Kodama will step in. Ball 1. Two now. Hefty swing right there. 2-1 count. Three and 1. That ball is a slow roller to Aaron Schofield. He'll get the out at first, throw over to second. And Alex Harden a little shock. Trying to get him over there, but he will advance over to second base, so a productive out. Now Thomas Blaos will step in, facing Aaron Schofield. It's up to 7 home runs, still trying to get to the 80. Ball 1. Nice swing right there, spoils it. 1-1. Fouls it off. 1-2. Got him, strike 3, and Aaron Schofield does very well to get out of the inning. We head to the bottom half of the 3rd. 11-6 is the score. So Alex Harden has decided to come into the game trying to close out game number 2, save some more innings from Jace. He's pitched 4 total, so he's got 2 innings left of eligibility for game 3. And Alex Harden used to be this Wolfpack ace team, had the record for most strikeouts in a season. Since then's had a little bit of difficulty, but he's got career 400 strikeouts to his name. A career 4.68 pitcher, 400 strikeouts. He's given up 112 home runs. Aaron Schofield will lead it off. He's 1 for 2. And we'll see if Aaron Schofield can start a Aces comeback here. Ball 1. Alex Harden has not pitched in over 2 months for this Wolfpack team. Used to be a 2-game starter for this Wolfpack team, and this year he's kind of stopped pitching altogether. 2-1 count. Got him swinging right there, 2-2. And Alex Harden has a slider that he likes to leave top of the zone. Get him to chase as he fouls that off. And he's got a drop ball, which when it lands, it's devastating. That ball is just foul into the bushes. They're going to run it out anyways. It's foul ball, hit the bushes. Still running it out. Aaron on the bad ankle. 2-2. Got him, strike 3 on a nasty pitch. 1 out now in the 3rd inning. Moses Valdez steps in. He's 1 for 2. Hits the knob of the bat. Strike 1. Just elite placement there from Alex Harden. Slow slider misses outside. 1-2. 2-2 count. It's 3-1. Oh, sorry. We got the scoreboard there. 3-1. And that ball is going back. Chad Curtis, what a play! Looked like it was going over his head, and he just kind of stuck his hand out there, and it stuck to him like glue for the 2nd out. Heck of a play for Chad Curtis. You see on the replay right here, it's curving quite a bit. So we've seen some quality plays all around. Now it's down to Kanoa Jandok. Oh, he's got the glasses on now, so now he's going to be electric. You already know. I feel like this one's going to go out. There's now 2 players in the league that play with glasses. 2-0. 3-0. Nice courtesy swing right there on 3-0. And Kanoa's on via the walk, so Aaron Schofield will step right back in after striking on his last appearance. A nasty pitch from Alex Harden got him to chase. Bit of a long game here in game number 2. Aaron will step in. 1 for 3 in game number 2. First pitch swinging 0-1. 1-1. Hard hit ball, and you knew he was going to hit the tree. He always does. 1-2. He's hurting the tree now. Caught him, strike 3, and that'll end the game. The Wolfpack takes games 1 and 2, and they are 1 win away from potentially getting out of that wild card game. Again, the Aces, they're not playing for anything else. They already got the 1 seed. But we'll be back shortly with Game 3 lineups. We're going to send it down to Robert, who's got Chad Curtis. Robert, take it away.
All right, Chad, talk about that barrage of runs from both teams there. Stressful game for you guys?
It was. We thought it was going to be a nice and easy match. We put out Thomas. We went to Jace. Good, we got a dub there. Glad.
Really impressive defensively for you. Think you can keep that up?
Hopefully. I have a history of making errors, so we'll see.
All right, stressful game for you guys. Game 3, trying to get out that wild card spot. What are the keys for you guys?
More hits, more runs, more plays like last game.
All right, simple and easy as that. Good luck out there. Back with the booth, guys.
Appreciate it, Robert. We will be underway with Game 3 shortly, just plugging in the lineups. So here we are, getting ready to start game number 3. Wolfpack have taken games 1 and 2 on this depleted Aces roster. And Aaron Schofield just came up to me. It sounds like Moses Valdez hurt his arm on one of the throws over from third. So he's not going to pitch in game number 3. Which is a big blow if that's a more serious injury, because Moses Valdez's pitching has carried this Aces team to a league best 19 wins. We have to rely on captain Aaron Schofield, who will lead off the inning. Aaron Schofield, who already has a bum left ankle, and that's kind of been the problem with this Aces team. They've been very solid, and just injuries have depleted their roster back in year 1. This year, Morgan Granich has a wrist injury. Aaron Schofield's got a left ankle injury, and now Moses Valdez. So Aaron Schofield will lead it off. Alex Harden gets the start. The plan is here, he's going to throw 1 inning, and then Jace Pratt, with his eligible innings, is going to come in, who's been electric. And looks like Aaron has injured his ankle again on a swing. Don't love to see that. Three one. Just foul, and Aaron's hobbling around out there. Just need that ankle good for 1 millisecond. Got him right there. Strike 3 on a nasty pitch. Moses Valdez will step in. Moses up to 43 RBIs. Alex Harden's throwing some nice sliders, getting these Aces players to swing at. Throws a little bit of a knuckle there, loses it, 1-1. High pitch right there, 2-1. Slider misses inside, 3-1 to Moses Valdez. Nasty pitch, top of the zone, full count. So Alex Harden will reload on balls. And that'll go low. So Moses Valdez is on via the walk. Now Kanoa Jandok, rocking the glasses, will step in. Huh? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Kanoa Jandok looking to help his team out here. This Aces team desperately needs to get some runs on the board, especially if Jace Pratt is taking over. Innings 2 and 3. Swings over the top of that one. 1-1 count. Misses a little bit. Fouls that one straight back. 2-2 count. Caught him, strike 3 on an awkward pitch right there. So 2 outs, and now Aaron Schofield will step in. Aaron with that bad ankles had a bit of difficulty not striking out. Looks like he's going to a different bat here, purple handle. Aaron Schofield looks at a ball 1 from Alex Harden. Thought about it, does not go. 2-0. Moses Valdez on deck, also at first base. Hits him there, 3-0. Nice pitch right there, top of the zone. Gets his first strike on Aaron Schofield right there. That ball is going back, and Aaron Schofield, all hobbled, hits a 2-run shot to get the Enforcers on the board. And if everything's said and done, Aaron Schofield will have at least 14 home runs for the Aces. He's up to 47 RBIs on the year. very solid year all around. And now Moses Valdez will step in here with 2 outs here in the top of this first. Looks at a first pitch strike from Alex Harden. Big swing and a miss right there, 0-2. Tries to get him to chase, does not. 1-2 count. Got him, strike 3, and that will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the first, but the Aces tack on 2 via the Aaron Schofield home run. Wolfpack going to try and battle back and secure a series sweep. So bottom half of the first, Aaron Schofield on the mound. And he's pitched very well, all things considered, for Aaron Schofield today. He's got his I was just telling him he's down to a 3.86 ERA in 2024. For a while, he's had the highest career ERA, which is now down to 12.91. So he has a good outing right here, would no longer hold the title. And ace for the Aces, Moses Valdez, has not had his best game, pitching-wise. So Alex Harden will lead it off. Down 2 runs here in the third and final game of both of these teams' regular season. We have one more game series left in the regular season. That'll be Wednesday, Nighthawks Stingers. And it really just comes down. The Nighthawks are guaranteed to be in the wild card game. They have the lowest record. Even if they sweep, nothing happens. The Stingers need to win 1 game, and they can either be a 6 seed or a 3 seed if they get swept or if they win 1 game. So a lot of stuff can change. As Alex Harden steps in here, bottom half of the first. As they step off, let Alex Harden hear his walk-up music. Oh, messed up his hat. First pitch low from Aaron Schofield, 1-0. Inside, 2-0. 3-0. That'll be a 4-pitch walk to Alex Harden. Anthony Kodama will now step in here in the bottom half of the first. One of the longer series up to this point as we're in the bottom half of the first. Both these teams don't want the regular season to end, apparently. Anthony Kodama, the lefty, looks at a ball 1 inside. 2-0. Be the tying run at the plate. 3-0. Bit of a lob ball there, does not go. So he'll get on via the walk, and now Thomas Bleas will step in once again. Fan favorite walk-up song, Crazy Frog, as Aaron Schofield starts him off with the ball. Thomas Playhouse pops that up, but it is playable for Kanoa Jandok. So that'll be the first out of the inning as both runners are held up. Jace Pratt will step in. Had a home run game ago as that ball's popped up. Aaron Schofield very nervous over there. Wet concrete with a bad ankle. Recipe for disaster, but he's able to avoid all the various hazards over on the right field side. Yeah, those are the most dangerous plays, foul balls that players think they can get to on the concrete, especially with cleats. Fouls it back, 0-2. One and two. Inside, 2-2 count. That ball's hit hard, and it gets over to Moses Valadez, and he'll get in right there. So the runners will stay at second and third, but a run comes in off the single right there from Jace Pratt. So now Chad Curtis steps in, the hero of game number 2, had that grand slam and that incredible play. Chad steps in. First pitch high. Ball 1. 2-0. Swing in there, 2-1. Just inside, 3-1 count to Chad Curtis. That ball is just foul, but it was destroyed. I think we lost that one for good. Over the second fence. Chad Curtis is finding a swing he hasn't had all year. He's up to 294 average. And Chad Curtis is on via the walk. Alex Harden will step in with the bases loaded. Had a walk in his first plate appearance. Alex Harden up to a 282 average as well. 7 home runs on the year. He's got 70 career home runs. In the 200 career RBI club. So that ball is in play and it hits him for the out. That is tough. It hit the root, popped right into Anthony Kodama, who's running home, and Aces gets saved by the tree. Aaron Schofield's tree finally repays him. So Anthony Kodama, after that play, steps in, and he's going back. What a play from Moses Valadez to get out of the inning. And a huge back-to-back plays for this Aces team. And that'll end the inning. We will head to the top half of the second. 2-1 is the score. So getting ready to start the top half of the second inning. Kanoa Jandok will lead it off. And Jace Pratt is back in. He's got 2 innings of eligibility, trying to close out innings 2 and 3. As little runs as possible. Ball 1. 2-0. Nice pitch right there, right down the middle. 2-1 count. Slider misses outside. 3-1 count. It's starting to be a little bit tougher to see out here. So that ball's a strike right there. To full count now to Kanoa Jandok. And he'll let that one go. So Kanoa's on via the walk. Aaron Schofield will step in. He had a home run to get to 14 on the year. If somehow he can hit 3 more home runs in this game, would tie the league leaders at 17. That ball is popped up and fouled back. 0-1. Jace Pratt did not go for that ball right there. Nasty pitch right there, but Aaron Schofield will foul it off again. Just look at Daisy over there. Nasty pitch right there, strike 3. Nothing you can do with that one. And Jace Pratt has had Aaron Schofield's number all day. 1 out. Moses Valdez will step in after making that incredible play the bottom half of the first. Kept the Aces their 2-1 lead. As that ball's in play, Jace Pratt can't get to it. And everyone is safe. Kanoa's getting all the way over to third on the play. So some unfortunate defense there for the Wolfpack. Moses Valdez is on with a single, so Kanoa Jandok will step in again. Pitch misses just outside, ball 1. Right down the middle, 1-1. Screwball misses up high, 2-1. Nasty knuckle, and the knuckle has been working for him today, 2-2. Two count. Kanoa Jandok here in the bottom half or the top half of the second. Slider just misses inside, full count. And that's a bit up high, so bases loaded for Aaron Schofield with only 1 out. And for whatever reason, Jace Pratt has had Aaron Schofield's number. He just turns it on when he steps in. Ball 1. And that did hit him 2-0. Right at his ankle. Bit high, 3-0. A little trouble here brewing for Jace Pratt and the Wolfpack, trying to get out of this inning. That ball is off his foot for a foul ball. 3-1 count. Goes right back to it. That, he's got to hit the tree. Full count. Got him. Strike 3. He battles all the way back for the second out of the inning. Huge strikeout there for Jace Pratt. And now Moses Valdez will step in. He's singled in his last plate appearance. He's 1 for 2 in Game 3. Big spot here for both teams. Just low, ball 1. Nasty pitch right there. 1-1. I mean, a knuckle as is in daylight's tough to hit, but when the lights are getting low, it's almost impossible. 2-1. That ball's in play to Anthony. He'll step on third for the out, and Jace Pratt gets out of it. 2-1 remains the score as we head to the bottom half of the second. So Thomas Bleos will lead it off. Aaron Schofield still out there. Wolfpack still find themselves down a run. Trying to get some runs together here to close it out in the top half of the third. Ball 1. Swinging there, 1-1. Two and 1. Three and 1. Back in the old ages of AWA, we did not have lights, so this game would have been effectively over. It's almost pitch black here at 7:55 as that ball is popped straight up to Aaron Schofield for the first out of the inning. Jace Pratt will step in. That ball is hit hard over to Kanoa Jandok, and he'll hold on to it for the second out. So 2 quick outs for this Aces team, and now Chad Curtis will step right back in, trying to help his team out here. Ball 1. Job to move the bat down there. 2-0 would have hit it. Low, 3-0 count to Chad Curtis. Walked in his first plate appearance. Hits him there, and he'll get on. So the tying run over at first base. Go ahead and run stepping to the plate in the form of Alex Harden. Alex Harden looks at a ball inside. 1-0. 2-0. That ball's in play to Moses Valadez, and Chad Curtis is thrown out. So that will end the inning right there. Looked like there was enough space there for Chad to get over, but he was not running hard out of the box. So that'll do it right there. We head to the top half of the third. 2-1 is the score. Kanoa Jandok will lead it off. Ace is holding on to a 2-1 run game. Aaron Schofield's pitched very well for this Aces team. Waiting for Chad Curtis to reappear. First pitch fouled off. As that ball's right to Jace Pratt. He didn't even have to move for the first out of the inning. Some quality defense on display here, and with that, Jace's ERA is down to 2.61. Aaron Schofield will step in. He's got that home run here in game number 3. Fouls off a pitch that most likely would have landed for a strike. He's feeling it after that. Oh, 1. Nasty pitch right there. Kisses the zone. 0-2. In play to Chad Curtis, who will... We're going to take a look at the play. We want to see if Aaron actually stepped on first base. Ooh. I think he's safe. Call in the field was safe. Yeah, that's bang bang. If the call in the field's safe, it looks like it's going to have to stand. Safe is the call. So Aaron Schofield's on with a single there. Ball 1. Nice hustle play there from Aaron Schofield. 2-0. Nasty knuckleball right there from Jace Pratt. 2-1. When he gets that to land, the pitchers or the hitters just don't even swing. As that ball's in play to Alex Harden, he'll get the ball, throw. It'll be safe. So that ball through the hands of Chad Curtis, and it hit the brick wall, so runner will stay at second base, but back-to-back singles. The rules, if it hits that brick wall, it's a dead ball. Can advance after that. Kanoa Jandok will now step in. Flew out right to Jace Pratt in his last plate appearance, and there's that knuckleball from Jace Pratt to start him off. 0-1. Just a bit high there. 1-1. Goes to reload on balls here. 1-1 count. Just inside, 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Right down the middle, full count to Kanoa Jandok. Does well to fight off a pitch that most likely would have landed. Chase has battled back quite a few times after being down 3-0. Caught him, strike 3, and the knuckle is working here today. 2 outs. Now Aaron Schofield will step right back in. Had a single, was able to beat out a ball hit right to the first baseman. What? So Aaron Schofield will step right back in. Ball misses inside, 1-0. Nice pitch right there. Gets Aaron Schofield to chase, 1-1. Nasty pitch right there, 1-2. Tries to get the knuckle to land. It goes a little bit outside. 2-2 count, Aaron Schofield. Does not go, full count. And Aaron Schofield's on via the walk, so base is loaded for Moses Valdez here in this 2-1 game. 2 outs. Big spot here for Moses Valdez. He's 2 for 4. A very close game here in game number 3. Aces already have the 1 seed secured. Wolfpack trying to win game 3 to get out of that wild card game. Ball 1. Does not go, 2-0. Fights that one off, 2-1 count. Very tough to see environment here for the hitters. Just outside, 3-1. That ball's in play to Jace Pratt. Will throw to first, and they'll get the out. He could have gone home. Yeah. And that will do it. Top half of the third. We head to the bottom of the third. Wolfpack need 1 to tie, 2 to walk it off. So Anthony Kodama will lead it off. Wait. 1-0. Inside, 2-0. I guess Moses' arm's feeling pretty good. Swing in there. 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Outside of the zone, makes the count full. That ball's hit hard over to Aaron Schofield. He'll throw over to first, and he can't come up with it. Anthony Kodama's in there with a hard hit single. Nice piece of hitting right there to get on the tying run over at first base. Thomas Blehaus will step in. He's just missed a couple of balls. Two flyouts here in game number 3. Moses Valdez starts him off with the ball, 1-0. 1-1 count. Strike right down the middle, 1-2. Hits him there, evens the count 2-2. That ball is popped up out of play. Nice job by Thomas to catch up to that high slider. Got him, strike 3, and that's a big strikeout right there for the first out. Jace Pratt will step in. Jace is 1 for 2 here in game number 3. Outside, 1-0. Swinging right there, 1-1 count. Inside, 2-1 count. 3-1 count. And Jace Pratt is on via the walk, so runners at first and second now. Chad Curtis will step in. Alex Harden waits on deck. Chad Curtis has walked twice in game number 3. Here in the bottom half of the third, Wolfpack down 1 run. Ball sails high, 1-0. 2-0. 3-0. Swinging out a pitch that would have hit him, 3-1. Nasty pitch right there, evens the count, or full count. Got him, strike 3, and Moses Valdez comes all the way back to get the second out. And now Alex Harden will step in. Alex Harden trying to get the Wolfpack out of this wild card series. Ball 1. Swinging there, 1-1 count. Bounces that one in there, 2-1 count. Hits him, 3-1. And that's inside. Alex Harden is aboard, so bases loaded, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, and Anthony Kodama steps in. Wolfpack down 1 run. Facing one of the best pitchers in the league in the form of Moses Valadez. Anthony's 1 for 2. And Thomas Blehouse waits on deck. Just low, ball 1. Outside, 2-0. Inside, 3-0 count for Anthony Kodama. And he walked in the tying run, 2-2. Wolfpack have tied it up, and now it comes down to Thomas Blehouse. This Wolfpack team, this game means everything to them. They've been the last place team for 2 consecutive years. Now they finally have a chance to get out of the wild card game. So that ball is popped up and fair ball, and that'll win the game. Over the top of the third base, a walk-off hit for Thomas Blehouse. And the Wolfpack complete the sweep on one of the craziest hits you'll ever see. We'll see, based on the standings, if the Wolfpack have done enough to get out of that wild card game. The Aces, doesn't matter. They still get the 1 seed. But with that, that'll do it here to end the game. We'll take a look at the replays. That ball went right over third base. An absurd walk-off for Thomas Blehouse, and that'll do it here. Final game of the regular season. Week 10 is on Wednesday, Nighthawks versus Stingers. And that'll do it here from Evans, Washington. Good night, everyone. Dingers or nothing.